Hi everyone. So in this session, I'm going to build a MCP server. So in my past sessions that I covered with Claude Code and programming, I covered basically what is Claude Code, how to run it, and then how does it work with plugins, and how does it work with skills, and then why do we need an MCP server? MCP server bring an additional capability to your LLMs, to your Claude model, because you can pinpoint on exactly what you want Claude to use. Otherwise, it is going to use all the data available. So that's why MCP, and we can have multiple MCP servers feeding into Claude, and it can identify, okay, which server responds about what content, and then it can build the response more intelligently. So MCP servers are very strong, that combination along with the AI agents. So in this, what I did was I have a Gmail account. So what my goal in this is, I built a MCP server that will filter out my Gmail. So I have a Gmail account that I barely like. It gets a lot of emails, lot of junk, lot of ads coming from here and there. So then I decided to build an MCP server which will connect to my Gmail account. I will have to get the token and all that I already did as part of the credential setup. But basically, it's just your account name and the token, because that's what will be required. It will use the Gmail API, which will connect to the endpoint, and it will get the emails. And then so I built that, and I have this code already. I have pushed it into my public repo, which is in github.com enatech enatech MCP servers. If you see, this is pretty basic. So I have four major functions in this. So it will just get the email, it will sort the email, it will bring the important email, uh, not any promotions, and then it will get some labels. And also I created a requirement file, because if you see, it's going to use the CLI. It will use the Google Auth lib and Google API Python client, and I've built the application in Python. So then I go back to my Claude and terminal. Let me just go over this server. This is the main file, so it has some main functions, right? Like, about how does it filter out junk, and then it just gets me important mails, and I can keep on updating it, and it will search my emails, and then it will look for labels, it will extract the body. It does some major stuff. So now I will go to my Claude terminal, and if you see here, so it's doing four main things: get important email, search email, get email, and list labels. These are the four methods. So basically all of these four become tools, and now these tools, if I now I'm going to feed this to Claude, so then Claude will know, okay, that I have to use all these tools to make it work, to respond to any um, question. So then in that case, I can just directly use Claude to say, okay, what are my important emails for today? I don't have to log in. And if I have like multiple accounts, then I can say, okay, I can have multiple tools, like what is an important email into my main account or second account or third account, like that. So I have already built it. Now I will just run it, pip install. I will just run it right here, or maybe I can run outside. So let me do it here. I will do so. If you see, this is where I have all the code. I just did a git clone, and then I will do pip install um, pip 3, I think. All right, let me do it here. You figure it out itself. So, but what is the working directory? It's MCP server. So let me go to Gmail MCP server, because that's where my code is. Okay, so now I will run from here. So yeah, it is not pip, it's pip 3. So basically let it fix it. Then I'll run Python 3. Okay, so my pip is very old, but it's able to figure it out. I have a very old version of Python 3.9. It should be upgraded. It should be definitely upgraded. But okay, let me do that first. So let it upgrade because I have 3.9. Nowadays it's 3.14 already out. Okay, so now it did environment source pip install, right? So I will do, let me do brew install. Okay, let me install it. Oh, okay. So now my server is ready. My Python packages are ready. My pip install, I ran the pip install. It installed everything that was required, the packages. So the next command is I need to add that MCP server, which one I built to my Claude. So my Claude is already running, and this is the command, Claude MCP add Gmail. So it will add, let me do this. If you do right now, if I do MCP, if I want to see, there are no MCP servers configured. But when I add this one, it should be able to add it to my. And then if I list, it says proceed, yes. And then if I do slash MCP, it should show me the installed MCP server. So it's adding it. Now if I do MCP, right? Okay, I have to restart Claude. So I will do Control C, it exited. And then I will do Claude again. Okay, so I had to restart Claude, and then when I do, so let me escape, right? So now I'm in Claude, and if I do MCP, now it shows the MCP server that I just built. I named it as Gmail, and it's connected. So now if I want to use it, so it shows me the capabilities, view tools. It will get important emails, it will search email, it will get email, it will list labels. So now I can do anything with my with the new labeled MCP server that I created. So let me see, let me search emails, right? Search email, so I can do a query. um, so let me do list labels. It shows I can do listing of the labels. So now, okay, so now to actually connect to Gmail, I need the authentication, the token. So as you see, as the so basically what happens is when I'm trying to connect from my local CLI on my workstation, or from Claude using Google API, I need to have a token which has the right permissions, which is enabled so that I can access the Gmail. So there are some steps for that, which you should do if you want to do the same thing. But I can just ask Claude, right? What are the steps to get Gmail API token? And then I have to do that. And once I do that, then I will be able to list my email or do something with it. Because right now it's not allowing me to do that because of the credentials. So these are certain ways, and I'm going to follow. But basically, I have these requirements, right? Like the Google Auth, it's already there in my code. So I just need to follow either one time script in my terminal to get the token, or I can actually what it's looking for is a token.json. So once it goes and pulls that, and then it will be able to. But what I want to make sure that the token I generate only has access to get limited access. I don't want to give it uh, higher access. So I'm going to go to Gmail, my account, and go to the API settings, and I'm going to generate a token and give it limited authorization. Okay, so the last piece on this is how to set up the Gmail API. So these are the steps I'm going to do. Go to the to console.cloud.google.com, select the project, navigate the APIs and services library. First, I have to enable the Gmail API. Then I need the token. So then I have to do OAuth consent agreement, which I pick up the project and I have to give that. I have to define the scopes, what I was talking about, and then test user scenario, to click save and continue through the scope. So this is important. And then finally I have to get the credentials, OAuth credential, which is a token which will be saved as credential.json. This should not be shared with anyone. So I'm going to do all these steps, and this will let me have my MCP server be able to connect to the Gmail.